Welcome to Flossy Finders, a citizen science project brought to you by the Glossy Black Conservancy, proudly supported by the Queensland Government Engaging Science Grants. This short video will guide you through everything you need to know to safely and effectively photograph female glossy black-cockatoos, or flossies, for identification and research. What is a Flossy Finder? Flossy Finders is a growing community of citizen scientists helping to create a photographic database of individual female glossy black-cockatoos across southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. The images collected help scientists monitor population sizes, movement patterns, habitat use, and breeding success, all essential to protecting this vulnerable species. Anyone can take part, whether you're a community group member, researcher, land for wildlife owner, birdwatcher, conservation group, student or bushwalker, you're welcome to get involved. To register, visit the URL below or scan the QR code in the fact sheet. How to locate a flossie. Female glossies feed almost exclusively on she oaks. Learning to recognise these trees is one of the best ways to find glossies in the wild. They're loyal to feeding sites and often return to the same trees over several days. If you spot a patch of chewed she oak cones beneath the tree, it's a strong sign that glossies have recently been feeding there. You might also find them drinking from the same water source regularly, especially in dry weather. And if you observe a pair where the female is begging and the male is feeding her, this may indicate a nest nearby, so proceed with extra care. Here's a short recap on what we've just covered. Ethical guidelines. Glossy black-cockatoos are sensitive birds, and their breeding success depends on minimising stress and disturbance. Before heading out, please follow these ethical survey guidelines. Keep a distance of at least 15 metres. Move slowly and remain quiet. Avoid using spotlights, drones, or playback calls. Respect the bird's behaviour. If they appear agitated, quietly move away. Leave pets at home. Do not enter private property. Always let someone know where you're headed and when you expect to return. And if you witness nesting or breeding behaviour, quietly record the location and leave the area immediately. Record nesting behaviour on verified data capture tools such as Bird Data, ALA, WildNet, iNaturalist, Nature Mapper, and BioNet. Never publicly publish any information on known nest sites. Because females breed infrequently and typically lay just a single egg, every observation is valuable. So keeping these guidelines in mind is essential to avoid unintended disturbance. Key features to capture. To successfully identify individual females, we need clear photos of specific features. Both cheeks, left and right. Throat or under the beak. Top of the head, tail feathers. These angles provide the clearest chance of identifying individual birds and tracking them over time. If the male is present, it's also helpful to photograph him. Males can assist with identifying known breeding pairs, especially if one of the birds is already in the database. And always aim for a clear, unobstructed view. Avoid foliage or branches in front of the bird wherever possible. The more clean angles you can capture, the better chance of a successful ID. Here's a quick summary before we move on. Field tips for flossy photography. You don't need to be a professional, but technique does matter. Use the best quality camera you have access to. A zoom lens is ideal. Phone cameras can work, but often struggle with detail from a distance. Avoid tripods in the field. A monopod is preferred. It's more flexible and easier to manage in rough terrain. When multiple birds are present, take a photo of the ground or sky in between shots to help separate photo sets during processing. If you're with a friend, work together. You can either cover separate angles, or one takes photos as the other notes the data. There's no perfect time of day to capture flossies, so go out when it suits you. Most importantly, you're not just capturing a beautiful image, you're collecting useful data. Be sure to record when and where the photograph was taken, who took it, and any observed behaviours, such as feeding or breeding. Submitting your photos. Once you've captured your images, submit them using the form at the web address on screen or scan the QR code. Please name your files using the below format: date, year, month, day, location, photographer. This helps us track and organise submissions accurately. To recap, welcome to the Flossy Finders team. With this training complete, you're now part of a growing community that's helping to protect one of Australia's most iconic and threatened birds. Grab your camera, get outside, and start taking photos. What you capture in the field plays a direct role in guiding conservation decisions and safeguarding habitat. If you have any questions or need support, visit the below link or email us at info@glossyblack.org.au.